So let's start. We having mostly the same kind of questions which we have seen as part of the last time, right? So this time what we can do, we can have the much more better visibility about the questions. Yeah. So today what we
Yeah.
will try to do, we will try to finish it. Yeah. And try
Hmm.
to have much more logical understanding about the questions. Yeah. So can you please
Yeah.
read the very first one? Some questions are being repeating, but that's fine. That is the only purpose we are repeating it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Please continue.
A dash provides the information needed for data factory to connect to a source or destination.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Linked service, integration runtime, data
Mm-hmm.
set,
Mm-hmm.
pipelines.
Okay, so what should be the answer we have seen last time?
Linked service.
Link service. So we have seen like link service is directly associated with the data factory. We have seen link service is nothing but the your DB services kind of stuff. Yeah, where you are going to have the data stored, right? Okay,
Yeah.
let's proceed. Number second, please.
Which two service can be used to provision Apache Spark clusters?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Azure HD Insight, Azure Time
Mm-hmm.
Series Insights,
Mm-hmm.
Azure Log Analytics, Azure
Mm-hmm.
Databricks.
Okay, so what should be the answer here?
Azure Databricks and Azure HD Insight.
Right. So we have seen like Azure HT Insights and Azure Databricks. So even it's related to the what? It's related to the Apache Spark clusters, right? Which is for the
Yeah.
data analysis purpose. Yeah. Okay. Perfectly fine. Question number three, please.
Dash is a SQL-like query facility that you can use with an HD Insight cluster
Mm-hmm.
to examine data held in variety of formats.
Okay. Okay. What should the answer here?
Polybase, Power BI, Hive, Spark.
Okay. So we have seen last time that SQL like queries you can write in which clusters
Hive.
like Hive. Yeah, right. Hive is the
Yeah.
kind of the cluster. Okay. Which is the part of what? Which is the part of the big data Hadoop kind of stuff, and you can have the queries like that, right?
Yeah.
Number four, please.
Which among the following statement is or are true with respect to Azure SQL database? You
Mm-hmm.
need Microsoft 365 subscription to create an Azure SQL database. None
Mm-hmm.
of the above. You can use existing Microsoft SQL Server licenses to reduce the cost of Azure SQL database. You
Mm-hmm.
must apply patches to the Azure SQL database regularly.
Okay. So here one of the answer there. What should be the answer here?
Third one. Yeah,
Third
third
one.
one.
Yeah. So we are getting the advantage. What is the advantage we have whenever we are supposed to have any license? We can use the existing license as part of the Azure as well because SQL database is nothing but the SQL server, the part of what? Microsoft product only, right?
Microsoft.
So you, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I saying Microsoft server, SQL server. Even it's in case of other other what to say database also. If you have the license, if there is no problem related to the dedicated hardware, like we have seen the problem is with Oracle, right? Oracle having the dedicated hardware, single tenancy kind of stuff is there. But if the database is shareable, then definitely you can use the existing license. The existing license is applicable in terms of the database. The existing license is applicable in terms of the OS as well. Maybe you have purchased some software or services, right? So you can use them as part of the Azure as well. Yeah, this is the advantage. Our license, our subscriptions are not going to be wasted. Okay. Yeah. Question number two,
Yeah.
please.
To complete the sentence, select the appropriate option in the answer area. A
Mm-hmm.
key or value data store is optimized for
Mm-hmm.
enforcing constraints, simple
Mm-hmm.
lookups,
Mm-hmm.
table joins,
Mm-hmm.
transactions.
What should be
Simple
the answer?
lookup.
Simple lookup. So we have seen the data is going to be stored in terms of the NoSQL database key value. Yes, right. What else kind
Yeah.
of data it is going to be stored? Like it is going to store the data in terms of the graphs, in terms of the documents, in terms of the tree. Okay, those are the most
Yeah.
optimized way data is being stored, but data is not going to be stored in terms of what table. Why not? Because it's a NoSQL database, it's not a SQL database, right? So relationship database kind of stuff is not going to be happen here, right? And what is the advantage of using it? Like you can say the key value. stores associate each and every data value, okay, with a unique key, because we are using the key value pair, so that's why the unique key will be there, right? And most of the
Yeah.
key value stores only the support the simple queries. Simple queries means what? The insert or the delete kind of operations to modify the value. So very simple queries. It's not like SQL queries. Those are no SQL kind of queries, because we have the unique keys. So we can simply retrieve the data. We know we have seen as part of the SQL kind of database also, right? About it. Yeah. So either
Yeah.
partially or the completely, the application must be override what existing data for the entire values. So like we can have the update of the values as well. So all the advantages are there. We are going to see the atomic operations. So that's fine. No issue at all. Yeah, let's proceed. Question number
Yeah.
6.
You need to analyze the data to know what happened to daily moving averages for
Mm-hmm.
past 45 days of stock financial data. Which type
Mm-hmm.
of analytics you will perform?
Right, right.
Cognitive analytics, descriptive analytics,
Mm-hmm.
predictive analytics, diagnostic analytics.
Yeah, what should the answer here? Descriptive analysis.
Diagnostic.
Mm-hmm. Descriptive analytics is the diagnostic not going to work for descriptive. We have seen, like if you search this terminology, DMA, daily moving
What
average.
happened? What happened? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Descriptive, correct.
descriptive, yeah, yeah. So what is going to be happen?
Yeah, I
You
got
would like to
confused
understand.
between descriptive and
No
diagnostic.
problem, no problem. No problem. Yeah. So what is going to be happen? Suppose you would like to analyze this data belong from what particular service, right? So you definitely would
Yeah,
like to have some basic description about it. So you will get the visibility about it. That's why it will be the descriptive analytics. Yeah.
descriptive.
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Number 7, please. Number 7, please.
To complete the sentence, select the appropriate option in the answer area
Mm-hmm.
and extract, transform and load process requires a
Mm-hmm.
matching schema in the data source and the data target. A
Mm-hmm.
target data store powerful enough to transform
Mm-hmm.
data that is fully processed before being loaded to the target store.
Mm-hmm.
That the data target must be a relational database.
Okay. What should the option here?
Second one.
Second one. How exactly it can be second one? The target data is stored powerful enough to transfer data. No, it cannot be. It is like a ETL tools.
Hmm.
What ETL tools are doing actually? ETL tools are the, you may heard about some tools are then to the market, right? Which are going to help us out to proceed the things. Like I think so. One tool is there for the SQL kind of operation. Uh, I'm not able to remember the tool name. Those tools are the ETL tool, like there are some query processing kind of tools are there, right? So
Hmm.
the answer will be the third one only here. If I talk about the data is fully processed before being loaded or to the target data store. So ETL tools are there actually. Let me give some visibility about it. So like ETL pipeline, the transformation occurs in the target store, data store. Okay.
Hmm.
ETL only works well when the target system is powerful enough to transform the data. Ab initio, I do remember the name. Ab initio. If you heard about the ab initio is the ETL tool actually. Okay. ETL tool. What do you
Hmm.
mean by ETL? If you see the full form is clearly given. Extract, transform, and loaded. Okay. So until unless it is being processed, it is not going to be loaded. It is not going to be stored. Are you getting my point? What I'm trying to say? Ab initio. Ab initio is such kind
Yeah.
of see, you are not supposed to write the complex queries. You definitely struggle like anything if you are going to write the so many queries. Okay, so what Abnishu is doing is providing you the overview about the each and every application, different kind of queries. So what you can do as part of your tools, you can have the very visibility about the queries. How is it the query is supposed to be written? How is it the things are being possible to retrieve the data much more better way? How is it will be much more efficient, right? All those things we can see. So
Yeah.
extract and then transform and then load. So loading is going to have done once it is going to totally processed. That is nothing but the ETL tools, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's proceed. Question number 8, please.
Which component of Azure Data Factory to be
Mm-hmm.
triggered to run data ingestion?
Ingestion. Yeah, data ingestion we have seen, right?
Pipelines,
Mm-hmm.
dataset,
Mm-hmm.
triggers, linked
Mm-hmm.
service.
Yeah, what should the answer here? The
Pipelines.
pipelines. Yeah, data ingestion, right? We have seen like data is being transferred between different kind of environment, right? That is possible only
Yeah.
using data pipeline, right? Okay, perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Question number 9, please.
A relational database is appropriate for scenarios that involve a high volume of
Mm-hmm.
changes to relationships between entities, geographical distributed rights, transactional rights,
Mm-hmm.
rights that have data structure, varying data structures.
Yeah. So do you have idea about
Third
this
one,
particular question? Yeah, third one, the transition rights. Yeah. So
yeah,
like relation database are there, it's an appropriate scenario which involve the high volume of. Okay. So if I go through the rest of the option, like changes the relationship between the entities, no, we are not going to have the changes in the relationship and entities. Okay, that should be not be answer. Geographically distributed rights, it's not like this. Okay. Right to have varying data structure, no. So the perfect answer will be the third one only, right? So we know about it.
hmm,
So it's clear talking about relation database, right? Okay, perfectly
yeah.
fine. Question number 10, please.
Which Azure Data Factory component initiates the execution of a pipeline,
Right.
an
Mhm.
activity, a parameter, a control flow, a trigger?
What should be the answer here?
Trigger,
Trigger. Yeah. So trigger is what we have seen that Azure Data Factory working with the pipeline. Your data is going to be triggered as part of the configuration, right? Trigger is what do you
yeah.
understand? Trigger.
By a trigger means it triggers, it starts, we can say, or it
Right.
initiates the process of execution of pipeline.
Yes, we can say like some of the things are there which are not supposed to be manually activated. Okay, so it's a like
Hmm.
series of the things you can say in such a way, right? So suppose if I'm talking about very simple life, if I talk about each and every time, maybe by 5 o'clock, you are getting that trigger of drinking tea. Are you getting my point? Okay,
Yeah.
it's not related directly to the tea, but whenever 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock is happening, maybe you have the or I have the habit of drinking the tea in the office or maybe in the
Yeah.
house, right? So that is the time is nothing but a trigger. The same thing is going to be happen. You have started some particular process and it is going to be look for some other process, and those processes are being triggered due to those are being configured as part of the pipeline, right? So I can give you the visibility about like you are using the Jenkins, or then you are using the XLR, and then you are using the Ansible. Okay, so what is going to be happen? Jenkins having the configuration, so it will trigger the XLR, and XLR having the configuration, it will trigger Ansible job template, and then your things are going to be work out. So things are being interrelated with each other. So that is nothing but a trigger. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Question number 11, please.
Normalization involves eliminating relationships between database tables.
Mm-hmm.
Normalizing a database reduces data redundancy.
Mm-hmm.
Normalization improves data integrity.
Okay. So what should be the answer first of all?
For the first one, it would be no, and then for the remaining two, it is yes.
Okay, so right. So normalization never eliminate the relationship between the database tables. It will be no.
Mm.
The second option is
Yeah.
perfectly fine because normalization is like to reduce the redundancy of the data, right? And it is improve the integrity. So perfectly fine. So it will be what option? It will be the um, third option, right? No,
Third one.
yes, yes, yeah, perfectly fine. Let's proceed. So we have seen this kind of JSON documents. Again, we are discussing about it. The customer is a root document, right? Customer is a root
Mm.
document, and document nothing but the object. Then first name is the key value pair. Last name is also the key value pair. Address is again an object because it's written in the curly brace. Okay. Then social media is an array. In the array, it's having the object, one object and two objects, right? Phone number again an
Yeah.
array, but it's array having only one object. Got the visibility? Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
repeat it
Yeah.
again. Customer is a root object. Inside the customer, first name is the what to say the key value pair. Key is first name, the last name is also key value pair. Address is an object. Social media is an array which having the objects. There are two objects. Phone number is an array but having only single object. Now we can read the question. It's saying customer. Customer is a what? Root object, right? So
Root
answer will
object.
be the
Yeah.
very first one. Okay. Address. Address is what? Address is an array. If you know, it's an object.
No.
Address is what?
Yeah.
Object. Yeah, we have
Object.
seen it's an object. Okay. So why it will we will say the nested object because object inside the object, right? And the
Correct.
social media is a nested array. Why nested array? Because social media array is there, but it's available inside the object, which is the root object, right? So answer will be what to say root object plus nested object plus uh, nested array, right? So we can choose which option nested array. Let me choose.
First one, no?
First one, right. With the first one. Okay, perfectly fine. First one. Yeah. Okay, let's proceed. Question number 13, please.
The massively parallel processing engine of Azure Synapse Analytics
Mm-hmm.
distributes processing across compute nodes,
Mm-hmm.
distributes processing across control nodes,
Mm-hmm.
redirects client connections across compute nodes,
Mm-hmm.
redirects client connection across control nodes.
Mm-hmm. So what should be the answer
First
here?
one.
First one, yes, we have seen the node concept. Computing nodes in nothing but the you are distributing the processing across the multiple compute node. So first of all,
Yeah.
this is the way the things are going to work on the parallel processing. If anybody working for the production support or DBA kind of activity now, they having clear cut
Mm.
visibility about it, right? They don't want to have their servers have means down, or they would like to have they don't want to have the single point of failure. In that case, what is going to be happen? They're going to maintain the couple of nodes, right? That couple of nodes is nothing but the multiple computing nodes. Okay, let's proceed.
Okay.
Question number 14, please. What should be the question number 14 here?
What are the two characteristics of real-time data processing?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Data is processed periodically, low
Mm-hmm.
latency is expected,
Okay.
high latency is expected, data is
Mm-hmm.
processed as it is created.
Okay. So what should be the answer here? We are supposed to
Low
choose two
latency is
answers.
expected
Low
and
latency is
data
expected.
is processed as it is created.
Okay, perfectly fine. So B and D we can say here, right? B
Yeah.
and D, right? Perfectly fine. Okay. Question number 15, please.
The bank needs to process the data every month to calculate payroll.
Mm-hmm.
Which of the following best categorize the data?
Right. Yeah. So what should be the options here and what should be the correct answer?
Options are semi-structured data,
Mm-hmm.
encrypted data, batch data, streaming
Mm-hmm.
data.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Batch
And
data.
best data the correct answer. Why is it the best data
Yeah.
we have seen? Like the bank having the huge amount of data, okay, for the
Yeah.
every month, right? Correlates to the payroll if I talk about. And the data cannot be processed in a one go. So what we are supposed to do, we are going to make a couple of batches, right? Suppose 1 lakh records we having, so we are going to process at least 10,000 records in a one go. Like this, we are going to have the 10 batches and we're going to execute our data in one of the best way, right? So here we need high processing things, which is possible using the batch processing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, question number 16, please.
Match the Azure Data Lake storage terms to the appropriate levels in the hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
To answer, drag the appropriate term from the column on the left of its level on the right.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Mm, After Azure Resource Group, it would be Azure Storage Account.
okay. Azure storage account.
And after that,
Mm-hmm.
it will be file share.
Okay, file share. Yeah, yeah, correct. So you are saying like Azure resource group will come under what? Azure resource group will come under your
Azure
What is
storage account.
Azure storage account, right? Okay, yeah. And then your file share will come, right? Then file share. Then what will
Yeah.
come? Then folder will come. Then container will
Folders and the files. Yeah.
come, right? Folder and files will come, right? Right. It will be the what answer? It will be the last answer, right? A and B, right? Azure source group,
A and B.
Azure
Yeah.
storage account, then file share. Yeah. Then folders and
Okay.
files. Oh, perfectly fine. Question number 17, please.
In Azure Data Factory, you can use Dash to orchestrate the pipeline,
Okay.
a
Okay.
control flow,
Mm-hmm.
an activity, an
Mm-hmm.
integration runtime, a
Okay.
data set,
Okay. What should the answer
control
here?
flow.
Control flow. Yeah, control flow is the way where you are going to orchestrate your pipeline. What do you mean by orchestration?
Like to organize and what would say
Mm-hmm.
to organize the pipeline and initiate the process.
Okay. Okay. Orchestration is like you have heard about this thing is applicable in terms of the uh, Kubernetes, right? Which is having orchestration services, right? Those are nothing but the containers. You are going to have your resources
Yeah.
deployed. Let's proceed. Yeah. Is it?
To answer it, drag the appropriate data from the column on the left to its services on the right. Each
Mm-hmm.
data type may be used once, more than once, or not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Azure
So,
Blob Storage would be image files.
right. Mm-hmm.
Then key value pairs will be Gremlin API.
Okay. Okay.
And then relationship between employees will be Azure Table Storage.
Right. Correct. Perfectly fine. So it will be what? It will be the A's and B and the C. As it is actually, there is no changes at all. But between the employees, relationship between the employees, CB is Azure. This is the answer only. Okay, let's proceed. Number 9, please.
Hmm. Which statement is an example of DML,
Data
data
manipulation
manipulation
language.
language? Yeah. Revoke,
Mm-hmm.
disable,
Mm-hmm.
insert, grant.
Okay.
Insert.
Insert. Yeah. Data manipulation language means insert. Yeah. Perfectly fine.
Correct.
Number 20, please.
Your company needs a person to query the data stored in Azure SQL database.
Mm-hmm.
Whom should you assign the task?
Right. Right.
Data scientist, data
Mm-hmm.
administrator, data engineer, AI engineer.
Mm-hmm. We're saying like your company need a person to query the data stored in Azure SQL database. Okay. You would like to query the
Hmm.
data inside the data stored in the Azure data SQL database. Tell me who will do this.
Data engineer.
Data engineer, right? Perfectly. Yeah. Number 21, please.
Descriptive analytics tells you
Mm-hmm.
what is most likely to occur in the future,
Okay.
what occurred in the past,
Mm-hmm.
which actions you can perform to affect outcomes,
Mm-hmm.
why something occurred in the past,
Okay. So what should the answer here?
what occurred in the past.
Right. What occurred there? Perfect. Okay. Question number 22, please.
Your company needs to train a model to predict the sales of the upcoming months.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think should do this task?
Right.
Data scientist, AI engineer,
Mhm.
database administrator, data engineer,
Okay. What should the
data
answer?
scientist.
Data scientist, right? They are going to model,
Yeah.
train your data model, right? Data science.
Correct, correct.
Number
Yeah.
30, please.
In batch processing, uh, data is always inserted one row at a time. Data
Mm-hmm.
is processed in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Latency is expected.
Mm-hmm.
Processing can only execute serially.
Okay. So what should be the answer here?
Third one, latency is
Third
expected.
one. Right. Latency is expected. Perfectly fine. Okay. Question number 24, please.
Match the type of analytics that can be used to answer the business questions.
Mm-hmm.
To answer, drag the appropriate analytics type from the column on the left to its question on the right.
Okay. Okay.
Why did sales increase last month?
Mm-hmm. What should we answer here?
First one will be diagnostic.
Diagnostic, right? So it's like you're checking the things, right? Diagnostic you're doing. Why did the sales
Correct.
increase last month? Okay. Fine. The second option,
Second will be how do I allocate my budget? Prescriptive. Second one will be
descriptive or prescriptive. Just try to read it again. How do I allocate my budget to buy different inventory items? Is it descriptive or prescriptive? How do I allocate my budget to buy the different inventory items? Is it
prescriptive, right?
prescriptive? Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
you are asking to doctor, what should I, which medicine I'm supposed to
Yeah.
eat to take to improve my health, right? It's asking question,
Yeah.
how do I allocate my budget? It's not, it's not giving you information. You are supposed to ask the information and it is saying. That's why it's a prescriptive. Got the visibility? Yeah. How
Yeah.
do
Yeah. Yeah.
I allocate my budget to buy different inventory items? Okay, perfectly fine. Third option, which pupils are mentioned in a company business documents? Which
Descriptive.
it's like which pupils you how it can be the same option like you are talking about
No, I said descriptive.
descriptive. Okay, no, it
Yeah.
cannot be the descriptive actually. It cannot be the descriptive. Okay. Uh, it's saying again. I'm saying you are not telling someone. You are asking something. You're not telling someone, right? If I'm saying, see, first option, why did sales increase last month? So your diagnosis is the thing. That's why you identify the cell is being increasing, right? How do I allocate my
Correct.
budget to different inventories items? That is what prescriptive, whatever the way they are going to prescribe, in that way you are supposed to do. If I say
Correct.
which options are mentioned in a company business documents, first of all, uh, which pupils are mentioned. So we are supposed to identify the things. So that is possible using the cognitive action. Okay. Diagnosis already used. Descriptive is not supposed to be there. Predictive is not there, right? It will be the cognitive only.
Hmm.
Okay. Cognitive will be there.
Okay.
Yeah. So answer will be what? It will
Yeah.
be okay, this will be the last option, right? Diagnostic, prescriptive, and cognitive, right? But the visibility, yeah, no problem. We
Yeah.
will see the same question because it's not having much more question if I observe. Okay. Most of questions are
Yeah.
being here. Yeah. Number 25, please.
Platform as a service database offerings in Azure requires less setups and configuration effort than infrastructure as a service database offerings.
Okay, first of
Then
all, try to understand
plat-
what it's trying to say. First of all, understand the option. Platform as a service database offers Azure require less setup and configuration effort than the infrastructure as a service database offering. What is your opinion? What is your understanding about this particular option? Tell
yes,
me.
it is correct.
It's correct. Yeah, platform as a service means it
Yeah,
is going to be managed by what? Azure going to be managed. Any
Azure
example of
itself.
the platform as
Yeah,
a service? Any example? Do you know platform as a service?
SQL database, Azure SQL database.
Yeah. What else we can say? It's a data storage service, right? What about the compute service?
Yeah,
Platform as a service? Any idea? Compute service? Azure function, right?
platform as a
Azure function.
service, Azure
Azure
functions. Yeah,
function. Yeah,
correct.
it's talking about infrastructure as a service, but database offering we are talking about right now. So perfectly you answered like SQL database, but if I talk about the computing, it will be Azure function. Yeah, perfect answer. Yeah. Question number second, please.
Yeah.
The platform as a
Platform as
service.
a service database offerings in Azure provide administrators with the ability to control and update the operating system version.
Okay. So what do you understand as part of this option? What should be the answer here?
Yes, like they allow, like administrator is responsible, right?
Right, right, right. So even you are using platform as a service, it's not like a software as a service, it's a platform as a service. Still, you have the power to have the change,
Yeah.
right? The ability of the control or update the operating system version, right? So that is perfectly fine. It will be yes, yeah. Okay, question number third,
Yeah.
please.
All platform as a service database offerings in Azure can be paused to reduce costs.
Okay, so tell me if there is any possibility to pause the call, reduce
No.
the call? No, yeah. Why it is not? Because see, anyhow, anyway, you're keeping your data there. Even your machine is up and running or not running, you are going to have that data stored as part of your platform as a service. Let me give you a very simple example. You having the laptop, right? You having the
Hmm.
operating system installed as part of your laptop. Possibly you are using something as part of your laptop. Okay, suppose you are processing some data, you have downloaded some data, even you have shut down your system, still your data is there as part of hard disk or not. Once you will start it, again you will able to see the same data, right? You are not losing your data. You cannot simply pause the things to reduce the data, right? There is no possibility of pausing that, so it will be no, right? Even in terms
Correct.
of the virtual machine also, you are using the virtual machine, your virtual machine generating the data, which is going to be stored as part of the storage service. Even you are going to shut down your virtual machine also, data is supposed to be stored there, right? It is not supposed to be lost. That is nothing but the, you cannot pause the things, right? So what should the perfect answer here
Yes.
out of the three? So I can see the fourth one.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
No.
and no. Yeah? Okay, perfectly fine.
Yeah.
What 26, please?
A dash is an object associated with a table that sorts and stores the data rows in the table based on their key values.
Right, right.
A clustered index, a file table, a foreign key, a
Mm-hmm.
stored procedure.
Yeah, what should be the answer?
First one,
First one only.
clustered
Yes, we
index.
have seen cluster
Yeah.
index. It is going to help us out to identify the values as part of their keys. It's like a index which is available as part of our books, right? We have seen if we would like to read some particular topic, we will identify in the index area and then it is given the page number where actually it is available. And then you can simply go to and jump and check that particular page. In this way, your efforts will be reduced for that particular topic to identify the step. The same thing is going to happen in terms of the tables also. Your data is going to be stored in a sorted form. That is going to be stored in the row form, and you're supposed to identify which particular data you're looking for. You can simply have the index with the help of it. You can identify your data. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Number 27, please.
Your company needs to integrate chatbot which will respond to customer queries and on company's website.
Mm-hmm.
Who should perform this task?
Right.
Database administrator, AI
Mm-hmm.
engineer,
Mm-hmm.
data scientist,
Mm-hmm.
data engineer.
Okay, so just focus on the question again. Your company need to integrate a chatbot with response to the customer queries on the company's website. Okay, so who having this
Correct.
kind of thing? Yeah, tell me. Who should implement this one?
Database administrator.
No, 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 no. Just focus. Chatbot is talking about. What do you mean by chatbot? Chatbot is what?
Chatbot is
Nothing.
the one like, yeah, we ask the queries and it answers on its own.
Right, right. So this chatbot functionality works on the AI knowledge. Okay, you are training your chatbot as part of the question. Maybe my company having the chatbot also. Okay, so whenever you're asking
Yeah,
something irrelevant, na, I don't understand. I don't understand it. I'll say okay. So chatbot nothing but the AI part. It is going to give you very simple answers. If you will type
correct.
simple, na, public holiday in the March, then he will give you the list of the holidays. But if you say how many leaves is pending for me, he is not able to answer. So it is able to answer for some particular standard topics. Okay, not to not
Okay.
for the specific answers. If I talk about the banking chatbot, now this each and every banking application having their chatbot as part of their website. We talk about the SBI or the
Yeah,
Citi. What is happening? You can ask, I forgot my password. I am sharing the link to reset your password. Like this basic answer they are going to give. So it will be AI engineer. Okay, very simple. AI engineer is going to
okay.
help you for this. Just 2 minutes. I got a call. Just 2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, let's proceed. Yeah. Question number 28, please. So here we are able to see like it's a big amount of question, right? So what AGT
Yeah.
things that we are going to identify? We are supposed to identify from this particular answer area actually. Okay, we are supposed to choose the answer. So it's saying data model age. So it's what kind of model we are supposed to answer first of all, right? So if
Hmm.
I say like it's having the options like what options are there, like options related to the here also the things are available. Okay, according to the
Hmm.
schema. Okay, I need to understand the question first of all. The first time I have seen such kind of this type of question. Okay, so it's saying ki, okay, just 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. Yeah, I can got a color.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's focus on this. So if I see here, the numbering is given here. Okay. So if I will focus according
Yeah.
to this schema, like transition model or star schema or the snowflake schema, the answer is supposed to be like a star schema, which is nothing but a dimension kind of stuff. But I don't know how it is supposed to be. We need to understand the question first of all. So can we read it? Yeah. So let me try to read it. Okay. You are reviewing the data models shown in the following exhibit. Okay. So customer है, customer ID है, foreign key none है. Okay. Product है, product ID, foreign key none है. Means there is no relationship between customer and product together. Okay. The foreign key none means there is no relation. Okay. If I talk about the
Yeah.
cells, cells having the cells ID and cells having two foreign keys, which is the customer ID, product ID, even it's having two more foreign key, which is the sales ID in the warehouse. So means sales table having the relationship with all four tables, right? Customer table,
Yeah.
product table, salesperson, and warehouse. If I focus on the salesperson and warehouse, they have their own IDs, but they don't have what? They don't have foreign key. Means they don't have any relationship with anything else. Only sales table having relationship with the rest of the things. Got the visibility? Yeah. Use the
Yeah.
drop-down menus to select the answer choice that complete each statement based on the information presented in the graphic. Each correct answer are the 1 point. Okay. Data model age. Data model age. Okay. Fill in the blanks is transaction model, star model, and the snowflake model. And the customer age, in fact, dimension and bridge. Okay. Answer to this schema. Transaction. Okay. Okay. Above only written here, right? So transition model, star schema, and slow flex, dimension, fact dimension, or what to say, dimension and bridge. Okay. Okay. So it will be like if I say the data model is nothing but the star schema actually. If I talk about right, star schema. What star schema? See what star having what endpoints are there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have seen
Yeah.
the star model, right? So if I'm say data model is nothing but the star schema here. Okay, and customer. What is the customer? Customer is nothing but the dimension. If I talk about right here, dimension. So it's talking about a dimension, but how is it this dimension? I don't know. We need to look into this actually. This is totally disturbed
Yeah.
kind of question. No
This is
problem.
something new.
This is totally new. We will discuss about this. No problem. Yeah. Let's proceed
Yeah.
for me. Yeah. Okay. Question number 29, please. Because we having only 2 minutes pending here. So we are supposed to complete all 33 questions. Then we will discuss the rest of the things understanding. Yeah. Okay. Question
Yeah.
number 23, please. 29, please.
Batch processing can output data to a file store. Batch
Okay.
processing can output data to a relational database. Batch
Mhm.
processing can output data to a NoSQL database.
What should be the answer here?
The first one would be yes, and the remaining would be no.
Two. Yeah. So this
Yeah,
will be
we
the
have
answer.
discussed.
Yeah, so we discussed about it because the batch processing does not depend on the relation or non-relation kind of database. Yeah. Okay, question perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Question number 13, please. Number 30, please.
yeah. Which of the following Azure service uses the hierarchical namespace to store the data?
Okay, okay. Hierarchical namespace. Yeah.
Azure Cosmos DB, Azure Data Factory, Azure Data Lake Storage, Azure Synapse Analysis.
Okay, tell me you have idea about it.
No, like what is hierarchical namespace?
Hierarchical means you are going to have hierarchy. Like you have the manager having the TL having the sub TL having the teams having the employees, right? Are you getting my point? Hierarchy
Yeah,
is there, right? You are maintaining some hierarchy. That kind of hierarchy you will be able to see as part of the Azure Data Lake actually. Okay, they have hierarchy of the storage, how exactly things are
Cosmos
supposed to be.
DB.
No Cosmos DB. It will be the third option, like Azure Data Lake storage. Hierarchical, you understand? You having the CEO, then you
Yeah,
having the MDs, then you having the managers, then you having the TLs, then you are the inside them, right? But the visibility, this is
correct.
hierarchy kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 31, please. 31, please.
You have a SQL query that combines customer data and order data. The query
Mm-hmm.
includes calculated columns. You
Mm-hmm.
need to persist SQL query so that other users can use the query. What should you create?
Right.
A view.
View, right. We have seen we are supposed to have the view. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, seeing view. Let's proceed. Okay. Question number 32, please. 32, please.
Transcribing audio files is an example of
Mm-hmm. Okay.
cognitive, descriptive, predictive, prescriptive analytics.
Mm-hmm.
First one.
First one, we have seen the cognitive, है ना?
Yeah.
Transcribing. Question number 33, please.
Have you changed the page? Like I'm not
Yeah,
able.
I
Yeah,
changed the
yeah.
page. Yeah. 33 number.
Which of the following Azure services uses the SMB 3.0 protocol?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Azure Synapse Analytics, Azure Cosmos DB, Azure
Mm-hmm.
File Storage, Azure Data Factory.
Yeah, any idea about it?
No. What is SMB 3.0 protocol?
It's one kind of protocol you can understand. It is going to work in terms of the storage part. Okay, it is the standard.
Hmm.
I'm just going to let you know about it. Okay, so it is the
Hmm.
Azure file storage system. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah,
let's discuss about it. Okay,
yeah.